are not that brave.
NFTs, crypto, blockchain, TikTok, Twitch, blueberries.
Welcome to a very special Christmas edition of Apple Juice for Two. Merry Christmas from the Apple Juice for Two podcast. I'm with my host, Mr. Ho Ho Ho, Charlie Brevin Stoley.
Yes, indeed.
It is your boy, the merriest of the merry, Little Zay News, but you can just call him Isaiah. And we have the dubious, joyous Cameron Allen.
Dubious?
Shut up. The dubious, joyous.
Sounds like you're saying Jewish.
The dubious, joyous of them all of the Cameron Allens on the planet. Our executive producer, ho ho, give it up for Cameron.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for that. Isaiah, that was so generous of you. Thank you for that introduction. Oh my God, I'm flat. It's like beyond flat.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, guys.
And happy holidays, too.
Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. It's a Christmas miracle, guys.
It's a Christmas miracle, guys.
We're all here.
Okay, but what else is there besides Hanukkah?
Boxing Day.
Is that a
NFTs,
religious? Or like
crypto,
I don't think it's religious.
blockchain,
Canadian.
It's a holiday.
Oh
though.
no, it's like
blueberries.
Boxing Day is the Canadian holiday, like after Christmas, where they give boxes to like homeless people or something.
Oh, I just knew.
I don't
Every
get
time I see on the calendar Boxing Day, never really thought to even care about what it actually
Why
is.
do they put that in
just
there?
actually
They
enjoy
just
it.
stick some random Canadian holidays in there every now and then,
Or it is National Boxing Day. Oh,
or maybe that's just the only other holidays they.
you like that? National Boxing Day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Well, isn't it
These
great?
codes are rubbish.
Isn't it just great to be back in the
It is.
sunroom studio? It's been.
It feels like Christmas.
It feels like. If you could
Whatever that
see, Cameron has decked out the halls
it is.
with bells of holly and a lot of mistletoe. Then you might get a kiss. Somebody
Got
might
this
get a
little
kiss.
bear.
Or teddy.
Something.
Or rabbit. It's some kind of creature. I don't know.
It's
what it
called
is.
Elf on the Shelf. God damn it, dude.
It's
Have you ever
fabric
heard of Elf
with
on the
cotton
Shelf?
stuffed inside
If you talk
of it.
about Elf
Yeah.
on the Shelf, then it's
This Elf on the Shelf if I was actually put up all the decorations.
Here's a
in
question:
Cameron's house.
Are you guys gonna tell your kids about Santa? Are you gonna like do the whole Santa thing?
No,
Probably
my
not.
siblings told me about how, but I already knew he wasn't real when they told me.
Yeah, because you're smart.
Yeah, it's like I think.
Logically, there's no way he could travel to every house.
With your little glasses.
I hate that guy. Well, I kind of found out because one time I think my door is cracked, and I just remember hearing my sister wrapping my presents and her being upset about wrapping my presents, and I already knew
That were claimed to be from Santa, not from. Wait, if your sister got it, why wouldn't she just be like, "I got this for you"? And then
No, I'm saying like so she was in like the common area and that leads to my room, and
you
she
live
lives just
in
like my
Hogwarts?
You said what?
Did you live in Hogwarts?
Literally, in the common area,
The common room.
adjacent to my room. But yeah, I just remember hearing her on the phone, just like kind of mad that she had to wrap my presents. But she was like maybe like 14, 15 at the time, and I was like 9 or 10. I was like, oh, okay, go back to sleep. I remember also like realizing, I'm sure y'all might have, if I tell you this, y'all might realize this. I remember when I was a kid, I'm like, oh, thanks, Santa. My mom's just like, bitch, Santa ain't pay those damn bills. And I'm just like, he didn't buy no damn presents. I did. And
Her
I'm-
pride couldn't
Yeah, but
overcame her want for you to know about Santa.
Thanks, Cameron. I needed that.
for sure.
But yeah, it's funny because like I can like remember her just being like, "Bitch, Santa didn't."
I think the first time I realized was when I like my brain was like, this doesn't make sense, but I want to believe in the magic, you
Right.
know. And like you ever seen Miracle on 34th Street? It's all about just like believe. Like,
Believe.
I believe in Santa,
Another thing that
and
always
he'll bring me presents. Hold on.
I'm listening.
But I was like, I'd heard about like things where it's like mathematically he'd have to be traveling faster than the speed of light to move every house. It's like, but it's just the magic.
It
And like my house didn't have a chimney. It's just the magic.
My chimney was
But
just like
then-
an event.
There was a present I got that I thought was from Santa, and it wasn't quite right.
Mhm.
My mom was just like, "Oh, I can just return it," and my stomach just dropped. I was like, I guess that's it then. I was right. It's just my parents. Of course, there's no Santa. And that was it. I got over it.
Pretty much. One thing that always got to me as a kid, there was so many different Christmas movies, and all the Santas were all different. Some of them obviously, they overlapped in like physical appearance, but like there were so many different looking Santas. I didn't
like
know
the
what,
mall Santas.
Yeah, there's the mall Santas, the grubby Santas, the like the
Santa,
animated
first of all,
Santas,
say you've been fucking crushing it this year.
the CGI Santas, the metaverse
those don't count.
Santas. You know, like
Okay.
it's,
NFT Santas.
yeah,
We should buy some NFT
crypto
Santas.
Santa. It's too
As
many
like
Santas.
as our LLC, we should invest in some like 2 or 3 NFTs, just see
Yeah.
what the hell happens.
Let's go fucking crazy.
Like let's buy an NFT of an apple juice or something.
An apple juice
Or we should mint
box.
like Apple NFTs.
We should just make our own.
Oh, that's we fucking dope.
All right, well we're gonna look into that. If you want, you'll soon be able to buy apple juice for 2 NFTs.
You heard it here first, folks. Also, I mean,
I'm investing in
we've
crypto,
neglected to
so I
mention
know about this
important thing, the important items.
Oh, indeed, yes.
You know what I'm
Speaking of
talking about?
apple juice for 2,
Yeah.
if
Say
you love the podcast, you love the logo.
You
That's how it
Where
works.
show it both loud and proud with the new Apple Juice for 2 podcast merchandise.
That's right.
We're selling hats.
If you
t-shirts,
want nice merchandise,
crew necks,
if you want to be cool,
hoodies.
get some Apple Juice for 2 podcast merch.
the hats are so dope.
Hell yeah, they're
That's
dope.
probably my favorite one.
Yeah.
The hoodies are great too. I always buy
I'm
hoodies.
not gonna lie,
and
man.
merch. It's
I'm
like
a
my
simp for
go-to.
some crop tops. You feel me, man?
Dude, yeah, we have to get some of those ordered. I mean, we are
first-
waiting on the first batch to come in.
I said it to
First
Cam,
batch.
but like the
Yeah.
first random girl I see on the street that's wearing
Oh, bro,
Apple
come on.
Juice for
Whoa,
2,
don't
like,
be so
I'm probably
crass.
just gonna propose. What's crass? What? Are we getting a phone call?
Yeah, it's me, mom.
Oh
it's me,
wow, that just came to a crashing halt. You didn't have to say that on the podcast.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm not answering because you might yell at me, and then y'all are gonna make fun of me. Even
Dude,
more.
okay, I'll just save you face. And we'll just
Well,
move
anyway,
on.
yeah, that first batch of merch orders will be shipping soon.
Yeah,
Thank
we
you to
do
everyone
have-
who ordered in that first batch of orders. It's amazing to see that,
And-
that we actually have juicers out there who are gonna
Juicers.
fucking whip out their wallets.
If
and-
you think it
and-
sucks dick, which some people have commented, it's not that great. I don't think it's terrible. Like, there's definitely places for improvement, and trust us, there will be later drops, and it will only get better.
Exactly.
So this is just this is the
This is
OG
the
merch
beginning.
drop. If you when we're president and just all 3 of us, and you have the first merch drop, like you get to be in the cabinet, just no
Yeah.
questions asked. So buy while you can.
And that's gonna be worth millions in the future.
Yeah.
So
Forget
you heard it from
NFTs.
us.
Like the first
the
NFT
first-
shirts.
okay, come on.
They're not
That
gonna.
was like
yeah.
a politician.
You're never gonna be able to remake it.
Pokemon go to the polls.
Nice.
Oh,
What a classic
gross!
moment.
God, that made me.
God,
die
yeah, I
a
know,
little
right?
bit.
Freaking-
That's what lost the presidency.
Just freaking thinking about Pokemon Go too.
Apparently, Circle K is doing like a promo deal with them now.
Why the fuck?
I
at
saw. I'm
all?
just like, I'm not downloading Pokemon Go, especially not for a gas station thing.
That's
I don't
just
want your
sounds-
gas station Pokemon.
This is like you go to the bath. Like go to that bathroom. There's a gym in there. It's just literally an absolute turd on the ground. You gotta scan the turd for like the poop
The turtle.
Pokemon, the poop Pokemon or whatever. It's like a piece of shit, and it's Pokemon.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
All right. Well, we also have something else very exciting to announce.
Drop it.
Oh, bro. Next Monday. Well, you have a camera. You say it.
Yes. So.
Yes.
Well, I mean,
Let the drum roll.
again, Merry Christmas. This is a Christmas episode. That's exciting. But the end of the year
Creme de la
episode,
creme.
the first annual Juicies,
Yes, sir.
not to be confused with Juicy Smollett. That has nothing to
The
do with
fuck
it.
is that?
Juicy Smollett.
Just-
You
Yeah.
know, Juice.
Okay,
Jesse
well,
Smollett.
if you don't know, then just
look it up.
nothing.
Look him up.
But it has nothing to do with that. It's the Juicies, the awards where we have a couple of nominations, different
yeah.
categories. The best ofs.
Oh yeah, dude. It's gonna be
Um,
a ceremony of honoring the best moments that have occurred in the Apple Juice for 2 universe.
the best
anything.
drops
During
the
this
best
year. Yeah,
interviews, the
exactly,
best,
yeah.
the best pod interviews, the best street
know,
interviews.
the best farts.
Wait, go through that list. Another. These are we have 4 categories of this awards. So there are gonna be 4 awards given out.
Give it your best. No, give it your best. Give it your best. Just
First, we have
The first category in the 2021 Juicies Best Sound Drop.
yes, sir, best sound drop. So
Do we have a list
we
of
have about
nominations
like 100 something sound drops at this point.
Yeah.
We've got a lot.
And we listen to every single one of them.
Oh, we
Trust me,
do.
we do.
I listen to them when I shower.
Go to sleep.
I take it before every podcast.
My alarm.
I fart a little
I take it
bit
before
when
the
I hear
podcast.
when I hear
There you go.
Yeah.
I like
It's 100% legit.
I like it.
The second category is the best man on the street moment.
Ooh,
which is produced in your testicles.
we got some
basically,
good juicy
and our
moments.
ass.
So we have spent how many hours do you think we spent collectively out on the streets
So
prowling?
Probably
So
like
we've
50.
had how many man on the streets did we have? 4, 5,
had
6,
six.
6.
I say about
One
7
being a
hours.
man on the beach.
Oh yeah, I
Probably
forgot
like
about that.
50 hours at least. But
No,
No. I say
Yeah,
like
dude.
no.
Okay, so-
no.
No.
say it's 7. It's like 2 to 3 hours. I say 3 hours.
I don't think we're out that long.
2 hours.
Yeah, say 3 hours for each
That's
one.
12
so 6
hours.
times 3.
12, 24,
Do 6 times 3.
30, 35 to 40 hours.
I don't think
Who
we
cares? It's a lot of hours.
It's a lot of hours.
I mean, it's not that many, but there's enough. There's enough moments,
There are a lot of moments within 30 hours.
and we will find the best
Trust
one.
me.
We
And you're
find-
not going to want to miss it.
Once
The
we find
third
it-
category is the best podcast guest.
Ooh, we've had a lot of guests. I'm not going to put out mine.
One
wanna-
in person, just one.
Just one in person.
Well, I mean, we've
Most
had a
of it
lot of
got
guests. You
cut.
know what I mean?
We had a lot of guests. We've had a lot of interviews too, because we're cool.
People
yeah.
are not that brave.
Number 4, best podcast moment.
Yikes! I don't know. I can't pinpoint one.
There's an infinite amount
Oh,
of
dude, I got
moments
one off the
to
top of
choose
my
from.
noggin.
noggin dogging.
But we're gonna save our nominations for later in this episode for each of those. Is that is that all the list, Brevin?
Yes,
Nice.
I like
Thank
that.
you, Brevin.
we might have a wild card category. You never know.
We might best fart,
Best fart. Best
And-
burp.
best feet. I mean, ew,
Oh,
ew. Who?
my gosh.
Brevin told me to say that. Cameron, this one let you know.
Oh yeah,
Brevin literally whispered, he said, say best feet.
I just actually enjoy it.
Yeah,
I sure did.
he said best feet, and I said
Yeah,
I
I really am the one that
Well,
wants to see
that's
it.
the
Guys-
subcategory for the man on the street moment.
I am really excited about this Monday, but today is a special episode
Today's a special.
because we have 2 guests. And guys, who do we have?
We got James Fredrick, a very classic established name. He is, if you don't know who he is, you're probably not on TikTok because he's a star over there on the TTK.
TikTok.
Or
Is it
on the
T-
TT.
The TT, I was like, the TK? What the fuck
On the
are you
TT.
about?
On the
On
TIK
the TT.
TOK.
I'm going to start calling TikTok TT.
No, please
No.
don't.
And he also
Please don't.
is a hairstyle icon. And
That's
you'll-
really what
you'll
he is.
understand.
That- he's-
If you, it's like if you don't know who Danny Duncan is, then
Oh my
forget this.
God.
But they
Fucking
basically have the
Dave.
same
Just-
hair.
Well, no.
Has that-
James
I'm not-
Fredrick is on a different level, dude. I
No,
don't
they
think
have.
you can
I'm not
compare
talking about
the two.
the
It's like
personalities
apple and oranges.
whatsoever. I'm literally
No,
just
I
talking
know.
about their
I'm
physical
talking.
hair.
Me too. That's
They
what I'm
have
saying.
very similar
James
hair.
Fredrick's hair is, dude. That's like you can't compare those 2 hairs.
It's like
Those 2 heads.
comparing apples to oranges.
Thank you,
No, it's not.
Yes,
they
it
both
is.
have long, luscious orange hair.
dude. It's like comparing a Lamborghini to like a Dodge.
no, it's
Dark
not.
Durango.
Yeah, Dodge.
Any Dodge car.
like
Have
a
you
Dodge
seen-
Dorito
Have you
or
seen
something.
his hair?
Yes, dude.
That's exactly what it looks like. It's
But
like the
in
same
terms
style,
of
too.
quality, dude, the way James Fredrick pulls it, pull up a comparison between both
You-
of those.
I
Please.
think you think I'm
Please.
knocking him. I'm not. They both
No,
have
dude,
great
I-
hair. That's the thing.
I'm just saying you're not giving James Fredrick's hair the respect it deserves.
I don't know who Danny Duncan is. I'm gonna keep it a buck, but I'm
Dude, Danny
interested.
Duncan is honestly,
He's-
he's just like this.
Oh, I know that.
Florida-
is.
yeah.
Yeah.
Those hairstyles are not the same.
Well, they're I see how they're similar.
His more is like he has the flare, like the flip.
but like,
But that guy,
you see how it's like thick and
Yeah.
I'll use the word
shiny
spin-off. You'll probably use
and
the word
red.
rip-off.
Same thing. Danny has a little more curls.
Listen,
That's the thing. He had a look because his was
dude,
just more like
James
bold.
Fredrick is what started. This is what
Without
we
James
all
Fredrick.
stand on the shoulders of giants, okay? And that's what Danny Duncan is doing on JT or JF, our guest later in the episode, okay? And then also we have
Never gonna find
Lit
him.
Wick, he's a friend of Drew Flacco, who is a friend of the show.
Jay Flat.
Who could potentially be a nominee for best podcast guest?
He could be.
Yeah, these guys are getting in under the wire, basically. So, I mean, we are basically going to be submitting our nominations today, but I mean,
They are eligible.
they are eligible. That's true.
Well, they still have yet to be judged. They could potentially be the best guest. We don't know yet
We don't know,
because the year's not over.
and
It is
you guys
not.
are going to find out with us.
We don't do that crap where like we stop in August and like you gotta
No,
get
are you
like
kidding me, dude? What the
the
fuck?
year's still happening.
Do you think George Washington was like, "Oh, guess we're taking a break now. It's Christmas"? No,
We're
he's
not
like,
crossing the
he's like,
Delaware
let's
River.
go stab some British people while they're sleeping. It's Christmas time. He didn't stop.
Yeah, he didn't.
No.
When he crossed that Delaware River, he said
no.
it might be freezing.
No,
we
no,
might
no,
die. We might lose a couple people. But shit, it ain't Christmas. And if it was, we still go to that bitch.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Don't freak out. Don't be nervous.
Oh, yeah.
So it seems like we do have one of our guests in the waiting room.
Let's bring him in. Who we got?
I'm not
Chad
sure. I
Avers.
think it might be Litwick.
Litwick, can you hear us?
Oh, we need to unmute all these.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have to go unmute him. Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry about that. We have to unmute you, sweetie.
We can just unmute our camera. We don't have to unmute his because he might be.
We're having tech
Nike.
gifts.
He might be a little bit Nike.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear us, lad?
Can you hear? Hello. Yeah. Hello, Mr. Chad. Yeah.
Mr.
Hello.
Wick,
Mr. Wick.
like John Wick, but it's Litwick.
Ooh. You know what
Okay.
rhymes with Wick?
What?
Christmas.
Prick.
Christmas.
Wickmas.
Christmas, everybody.
Oh, that's the drop that like changes ethnicity or like accents through.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Did you not hear it?
No. Did you? Huh? No. What?
Maybe should I? Okay. So I did want to do this little thing. Some people have social anxiety, and they don't want to. They fear like calling businesses,
It's too
even
much,
not even like in person, just like to get information. I'm gonna show you how easy it is. I'm gonna call up our local Bojangles right now,
Make sure it's on speaker.
and I need to ask my question. That's how easy it is.
What's up, you guys? All
What
right,
up? What
you good?
up?
Might not answer. Hey, what time does your dine-in close?
Everything closes at 10.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
That's that easy, folks.
See,
And we're off.
we just proved it is not that hard to conquer your fears. To answer the phone, call it,
Anyways,
Mr. Brett.
that was a quick tip with Brett. Back to the interview.
Regularly scheduled programming.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
So who do we have here? Is this Mr. Litwick?
This is Mr. Litwick. Yeah,
What's
I go by
Wonderful.
Litwick. That's me on all platforms, but you can call me Chad or Chadwick, Wick, whatever
Okay,
you
cool.
prefer. So
Nice to meet you,
Pleasure
Chad.
to meet you.
Thanks for coming
Thank you
on the
for,
show.
Yeah, thank you for being here
Nice
so
to
close
meet
to
you.
Christmas.
what's up with that?
What?
What'd you say?
Oh, I said thank you for.
Brevin decided to make things complicated to bring up Christmas. Fucking derailed the
No,
interview
yeah.
of my life.
Happy
I don't know.
holidays.
People get real
It's
lazy around
Christmas.
holidays.
Isaiah.
They're like, oh, I don't know if I can. It's like really close to the holiday. So we appreciate you coming on and talking to us.
No, I reached out to you guys because my good friend Flacco was on here not too long ago.
Oh, yeah.
and
Yep.
I
Yeah,
enjoyed the
Yeah,
content.
dude. Drew and I used to make music back in college.
Back in college, you did everything. I mean, you twiddled some dicks.
Is
You
that
fought a
Cam
little bit.
talking?
Oh yeah, I am off camera. But this is Cam.
They're producing.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah,
Cam.
I'm back in the gulag working all.
What kind of music?
Yeah.
What kind of music did y'all make? Back in college.
Well, we said that we started a new genre, a new movement called Slurp Wave, which is what we named our band.
You want me to try to like what I would describe it as an outsider?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I guess like rap rock, but there's more like heavy rock.
With some funk maybe.
Yeah.
Sure.
With some like
Synth?
jam.
Right. Yeah.
Funky funk.
But anyway, we digress. This is neither here nor
Yeah.
there.
That's cool, though.
It doesn't
That's
exist
awesome to
anymore.
hear.
Yeah,
And,
but yeah, I hear that. I mean, I've heard about a lot about what you guys do as Code Wolves, right? Well, tell us a
Yeah,
little bit about
so-
that. Yeah.
Basically, how it started, I'll just give you the whole story. Here's our logo. It's on a little guitar pick.
Okay.
I got here
Nice.
printed.
Dope. Oh yeah.
And so I made that on Photoshop, and then I have a little quote on the back from my friend Spite Lee, as his rap name was, but he passed away. He was a good friend of mine who I produced and engineered for. But the quote is, "I understand that by yourself you can only go so far, but with a team that's like-minded, it's no limits." So that was one of his like final tweets before he passed away. And so I always just wanted to carry on his like legacy. He wanted to start this wolf pack type of collective thing. So I ended up creating Code Wolves as the logo and found the right people who wanted to be a part of it. And so far it's a weird experiment, I would say, but it's fun. It's brought a lot of people together and a lot of good music has been made. So I'm really excited about where it's going to take all
That's
of
awesome.
us. So yeah,
That's what's up.
that's really the gist of it so far. But there's a lot of people who I've met through it. And I think that's really cool. You know,
What do
I
y'all
got to
do?
travel to San Francisco.
What do y'all do specifically?
Go ahead. Well, that's kind of the thing of Cobbles is like everybody plays a part and they do a little bit of everything, you know. I think we're strong on our own as individual artists. Like we could do it on our own, but sometimes it's cool to have that friend there who gives you that beat that you need or helps you engineer something that you're not as talented with or make some cover art for you. It just depends. Lots of people have different strengths, you know?
So, right, you guys, I guess to break it down for anyone listening who has like no idea what you guys do, you guys all produce music together, right?
For the most part, that's like our main, yeah.
But
We
I
produce
guess like,
music
you know,
together.
that's the thing about that, I guess, is like, you know, doing the DIY musician thing is that that's the core of what you do, but you have to like kind of octopus arm a bunch of other things to make that work, you know, like running social media and
Well, yeah, it's like you're your own label at this point because now you have to, you know, decide what the cover art and who's going to be on what is. It gets real political at times, but I think that it's a good experience to have for young independent artists. I think to just go through this first and foremost, you know, and learn how to work with people because that's what the industry will be.
Well, I mean, it's like, you know? It makes it so much more doable to have a bunch of people together trying to accomplish
you can
the same
achieve
goal.
a lot more faster. Yeah.
Exactly,
Are you like constantly looking for more people to join?
I was for a while there, but I think we're at a comfortable kind of amount of people and we all have like a close knit friendship. So maybe we're at like a stage where we're just sort of comfortable where we're at with the people we have. And we're just learning to work with each other before we bring too much more energy into it. Cause it gets a little chaotic.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. Well, when a lot of egos get involved, that's actually, if you talk to Drew about Slurp Wave, that's what he, you know, that's kind of what led to that demise. I mean, that's just like one of those things. It's like, you know, a lot of people playing together, especially in one of those like college town situations, is like you just all end up together, and so everybody there wants to do their own thing, but they're all there together. And
That's why you go to college too.
Sure. Well, yeah, just to like
In a
meet
way.
people, but like, you know,
Yeah.
at that point, it's like you're just doing it to meet people, but like you have these expectations of like, oh, dude, I'm gonna fucking do those songs that I've always wanted to, you know what I mean, or whatever. Yeah.
Yep. I think that is definitely true with like the Co-Wolves group that we have. Like everybody does want to do their own thing, but that's encouraged because like ultimately that's what it's kind of there for, is like everybody's here to do their own thing and just help each other and create that network. So I never saw it as like some super group, more or less, as I just saw it as like a network.
Yeah.
And that's how I've been using it.
Do you see it one day?
Yeah,
like
very much.
I mean, sure, exactly. Yeah.
Do you see it one day potentially growing into like more of a business thing where it's like, I get not like a social media, but more just like a platform for
yeah,
like,
it could be a
musicians to do
brand.
that?
It could be a brand. It
'Cause
could
seems
be
like
an app or
it
you know,
works.
whatever.
Like it's a great idea to get, because you're right. Like people have different strengths and weaknesses, and they can help each other, especially if they're all
and
like-minded.
Some guy knows, like I'm one of these people who's kind of a jack of all trades. I do my own cover art, I do my own beats, and my own lyrics and all that.
And I don't have alpha brain.
So that's kind of why I started it. I knew I could help people out, and I knew other people could help each other out. So that was kind of my vision for it, and that was Leon's vision for it. So rest in peace to him for giving me the idea and really inspiring me to like start a group. Kind of weird how it all worked out and manifested, but that's just the power of the times we live in, you know, with the internet.
Yeah.
So you guys,
so on and so forth.
So yeah, this was your friend, you said, and you guys were making music together before he passed away.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
correct?
So I had a friend who I was making music with for a while named Eddie, and he introduced me to him. They had gone to middle school and high school together and had known each other for a while. But yeah, he started coming over to my studio, and we got to making songs and clicking for a while.
When
there.
you were teenagers, right?
It didn't last. Yeah, it was like I was like 19. He was probably
okay,
like
so like
21 maybe, but
gotcha. I thought you were talking
Yeah,
like
he-
15. Okay. So
he
you guys
was a big influence on me, and I enjoyed making songs with him while I had the chance. But yeah, he had just always had great ideas. He was one of those people who'd come over and we could just talk and just brainstorm.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
If you don't mind me asking,
He's a good person.
How did he pass away?
So it was a weird, like, it was weird for me at least, because he had like asked to come to the studio before, and I was kind of in one of these depressive moods that I get in where I'm like, I don't want to answer my phone or respond. I feel like we have all the time in the world to like spend time with each other, you know?
Right.
So I didn't respond. And so I thought nothing of it. But then I woke up the next day and I had found out that instead of him coming to the studio like he wanted to, he went and hung out with some friends, and they went to like a lake and they did some cliff diving.
Oh my god.
And so he had an accident and ended up perishing, drowning.
Wow.
I don't know exactly what happened, but
Oh, no.
yeah, he jumped. And so it really tore me up for a while there, because I felt like I could have done something. And I feel like that's always
awful.
there with when you have
course.
close friend who
Mhm.
passes away. But yeah, it beat me up for sure, but it also inspired me to carry on like his legacy, which he had already started. So it was
Yeah, that's
That's great.
amazing. Yeah, I mean, good for you.
best
I
I
mean,
could do.
yeah, man. Have you guys made any music in memoriam of him or anything, or is there anything specific that you've been working on for that? or?
So I have. It's a little weird to get people who don't know him to be on board with that, obviously,
Right,
and it's
yeah.
not really genuine. So, but I did make a song. It's the only song that like is under Code Wolves on Spotify and
Okay.
Apple Music, and so it's me and him. It's the last song that we ever made. It's called
Damn.
"Running Through the Night," and
Shit. Well, yeah,
It
Running
was-
Through the Night on Spotify. Check
Yeah.
it out.
by Code Wolves.
By Code
and
Wolves.
I produced it up with my guitar and everything, made it sound great. So
That's awesome.
I'm pleased with it.
Can artists join Code Wolves now if they wanted to?
For sure. It just depends on their vibe and
Mhm.
you know, their work ethic and how they jive with the people who are in it. You know, I don't really know how I would recommend them joining, but I would just say reach out to me or one of my friends who are part of the page. I think we should exchange links or something just so they have that information,
Yeah.
you know, to click on or something.
I mean, if anybody out
because
there wants to buy beats, I'm sure you guys have
That
some
too,
beats
yeah.
to.
Exactly.
absolutely
Uh-huh.
plenty of producers too. If you don't like my beats, I got plenty of friends.
Yeah, some contacts. We could be the middleman. You know, we're slinging producers left and right. You know, we're
Just
like
take a 5%
Yeah.
cut.
yeah.
And all the
There's a lot of- a lot of talent.
Well, you know, don't go anywhere. Stick around. We have someone else to introduce to the show.
That's all good. That's all good. Thanks for having me for the first section here.
Oh,
Yeah, dude, absolutely.
Anytime.
Wait, so you
I will
are you on
stick
TikTok,
around.
Chad?
I am. I don't post as much as I should, but it's the same as my Instagram.
Are you on TikTok?
Lit like
Are you on
Wick.
TikTok? Yeah.
Are you on TikTok, buddy? Like, have you heard of it?
yeah, yeah, exactly.
Like NFTs?
We're gonna try to mint some apple juice for 2 NFTs.
Yeah, but freaking there. So this next guest that we have, James Fredrick.
All right.
He is a TikTok, somewhat of a TikTok star, if you will, and a pioneer of men's fashion and hairstyle. His name's James Fredrick. Boys, do we have him? Do we have him in the room
I'm
yet?
gonna pin him.
It looks like it.
Oh yeah.
How's it going, James? Can you hear us?
Hello, James. Can you hear us?
He's muted.
Oh, can you
Oh, here
unmute
we
him?
go.
There we go.
I do. Any other questions?
You're still muted, James.
It's 100% legit.
Hi.
There we
So,
go.
Yeah, on,
How's it
on
going?
TikTok, I go by James Fredrick.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
There you go. So
Okay, got you.
Gotcha.
that's somewhat of a moniker, if you will.
Yeah.
Pseudonym.
So what led you to start your TikTok? You seem like a very interesting guy. I'm honestly curious to hear more about your TikTok.
Me too.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I just like to express myself, and I want to put myself out there. And it's and as I'm getting used to it, it's really seems like a lot of fun.
TikTok is absolutely the place to do that.
It really
I feel
is.
like
It's a ton of
whatever
fun.
you do, there will be people that find it. Do you feel like people enjoy your hair a lot?
Some people, it's funny you bring that up. Some people like to make fun of my hair, and some people say it's nice. So it's apparently my hair is not neutral. That is
Yeah,
that's
it's
important.
controversial.
Mine isn't either, brother. I'll tell you that right now. So,
Yeah, we also have
yes.
we have Chad in the chat with us. You can hear
Nice
him.
to meet you, James or Frank. I'm not quite sure, but
Either one. James is good.
all right, cool.
So
Yeah, you call me
when
Chad.
did you have you
Good
always
job.
had the long hair? or did you just?
I'm sorry. Was
have
there a
you
question?
always had the longer hair?
I have had shorter hair in the past, but but now at this point in my life, I'd like to grow it out longer.
Yeah,
actually.
I mean, I feel like you kind of have to stick with it now that it's created like traction.
Yeah, it's a
part of
your
your
brand. It's part of your brand.
Keep them debating about
Yeah,
it.
brand.
Keep the comments divisive because some might be, oh, I hate it, but everybody loves. I like it.
Because the people who hate on it, they're not going to be satisfied if you cut it.
Exactly.
But the people who like it are going to be dissatisfied if you cut it.
Exactly.
Right. I think that's true.
Yeah.
Keep a good thing going. I like that answer.
So, James, these videos you have on your TikTok of you in a doctor's coat that are like painted or drawn. What's the story behind those? I'm really curious.
So the story there is that I sent out, applied for an audition on Backstage, and the person doing that called me back and he said he wanted to shoot some photos, and he was shooting a photo essay and he wanted to put me in it, and it was a paid shoot. So I said, why not?
Oh wow!
Oh, yeah.
There you go, cha-ching.
Why
Good
not?
for you. And then did that come through TikTok?
The shoot actually came through a thing called Backstage.
Oh, well, so what's Backstage?
Oh, that's a site where you can audition for stuff, audition or apply to do stuff.
Oh,
Do you live in LA
good.
or in the area? Nice.
Yeah, for LA and New York.
Yeah.
Dope.
So is that what you want to do? Like, are you want to break into the acting scene?
I'd like to break into acting, modeling, and maybe other things. I'm really happy to be out here in LA right now.
What was your journey getting out there to LA?
Getting to LA was really tough, actually. It's a different process for everybody, but in my case, it took years and of struggle and understanding with friends and family, and it's a really complicated private story. But I'm really happy to be here in LA now.
Well, yeah, you made it happen.
There you go.
How far were you coming from?
I moved from Seattle to LA.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So
that's
still
not
West
too-
Coast.
yeah,
Not
That's-
too,
that's
not too,
good at least.
but it's
Working
still-
well.
Yeah.
That's a minute though.
Have you ever made it over
Yeah.
to the East Coast?
Unfortunately, no, I have not. I'd like to.
Wow.
I would love to visit the East Coast and visit New York someday. But
Definitely.
Yeah.
maybe down to the South.
Southeast. These guys are from where? South Carolina, correct?
Yeah.
Yes,
Charleston.
sir. Charleston,
I'm
South
from
Carolina.
Atlanta. I think
Okay.
both,
The ATL.
you know,
ATL.
anywhere in the Southeast is a win for me, at least as far as like just seeing it for once in your life. So
Exactly, and
Yeah.
like also
Have-
places that aren't as like all the people are gonna go to New York, and one of them is like kind of over South Carolina, or like those other places,
North
other
Carolina
pretty places
has
around, not just
like
South Carolina,
Asheville.
but, Asheville's great, yeah.
Charlotte. Those
Charlotte,
are
yeah.
some cool cities.
Shout out to Asheville. Shout out to Atlanta.
Yeah.
Exactly.
all those cities, I love them all.
Exactly.
How have you liked living in LA so far?
I like LA a lot. It's the city of the it's different from Seattle, but I like it a
Mhm.
lot. People who
Mhm.
are thinking of moving here should know it's the city of the car.
Yeah.
So
A lot of
Wait, what is that?
traffic.
Why is that?
because of highways and because,
Oh.
To get
the
anywhere,
distance
it's
of where
like-
everything is from it.
Yeah.
And so
We can relate to that.
You really
Yeah.
got to have a car to be here.
So the
Seriously.
public transportation system there isn't too good, you would say?
Yes, that's correct.
Probably expensive
you want
Ubers.
to think twice unless you have a car.
Ooh.
And I
How's
don't
the
have
traffic over there?
The traffic there tends to be a fair amount of traffic throughout the day, and then if you're on the highway, it tends to be close together and fast actually.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
That is
Kinda like
very-
Atlanta.
So that's something to think about too when you're driving around, is to be extra vigilant when you're driving actually.
Well, as far as your TikToks go, how do you have like a process for coming up with ideas, or do you just like do whatever you're feeling for the day?
I think for my TikToks, the music, what kind of music do I have available, and how am I feeling, and
You're just being yourself.
at least I'm sorry.
You're just being yourself, basically.
Yeah, and then sometimes do I have a piece of jewelry or something I want to wear?
Right.
And so it just depends on a lot of different things.
Dope.
I just actually enjoy it.
Simple.
What's your at on TikTok again, so I can follow you personally and just so the viewers know?
Oh, my handle on
Thank you.
TikTok
Where
is
are
James.
where are our manners? It was so rude of us.
Oh, it's good.
Plug him in, we didn't plug
I'll
him
just pick it up where y'all leave off.
Thank
know?
you. No, thank you, man. Picking up our
James-
slack.
James Fredrick forever.
James Fredrick forever. All right.
What's up,
So James, what in terms of your developing content, for your TikTok, are you trying to kind of use that as a segue into acting, or to break into the industry? You know what I mean?
Absolutely, it's very much a segue into acting and performing.
That's
and,
smart.
And just putting myself out there.
It's a strategy.
Do you follow Gary Vee?
Gary V. No, I don't.
Well, he would
You ever
very
heard of
much
Gary
agree
Vee?
with what
No.
you're doing.
TikTok,
I'm embarrassed.
Yeah. He's very.
Gary
he's like
Vee.
some
Gary
I guess a
Vaynerchuk.
business owner, dude. But like,
It's that
he's
it
all
sounds
about
like
like getting
I
on
should know him.
TikTok and shit.
Wait, say that again, James?
He's like a businessman influencer.
Now he's just like a guru.
know?
Yeah, he just like
Okay.
talks.
Okay, Santa.
Yeah,
first
this-
of all, who's singing-
a lot of
who's
things.
singing this year?
Yeah, I guess it isn't. He's now just.
He's an
rich.
entrepreneur.
Yeah,
You know,
Okay.
when you boil it down.
but yeah, he's big about getting on TikTok. So he's probably right about that. Do you fellas
I've had
have
some
any
fun
other
with it when I've
questions?
tried it, but I haven't gotten quite into TikTok as to, like the level I probably should. But I've had some fun with it with the few videos I made. You know, I try.
It seems like if you just like
you'll probably use
post stuff daily, sooner rather than later, one of them's
Yeah,
gonna
dude.
go off.
Even if it's just like ones with your
Yeah.
phone.
Uh-huh.
I've
And-
been trying to,
Yeah.
do the same thing where it's like cultivate a little bit of something on TikTok, because it just seems like there's like, a window of time where it's going to be lucrative before it's
Right.
just like, cliche and overused like MySpace, and which is inevitable. Like it will happen. And I was already late to the game on doing it, but like,
yeah,
I-
Cameron is on that shit.
I put way too much thought into it. Like the algorithm rewards just like, shooting from your iPhone camera and then editing in the app, not like
Using the top sounds.
exactly.
Right.
That's the most annoying
hashtags.
one.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who mute like the best sounds. They just use it because obviously that's what everybody's gonna be using. But yeah, it is very lucrative. There's so much.
It's a bit
thought.
of a complicated game.
Yeah,
It's a complicated
it's very
game.
complicated.
And for me, it's not exactly my favorite. I just enjoy making like good content that like I
Yeah.
like or whatever.
See, I
and so
think
it doesn't
if you-
really get rewarded by the algorithm.
So
That's
one of
actually,
them,
right.
one of
funny,
them
yeah.
could, and when it does, people are gonna follow you, and the more and more that happens, like you'll just gain a following of people who actually like the normal stuff you're doing.
James,
Yeah,
were you
you
trying to
bank
say
on, like-
something?
Building an audience. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I was just gonna say then also that there's actually a funny inside joke about that in the producer talk community or whatever. It's like, when all you want to do is like, play shows, write good music, and release albums with your friends and stuff, but you have to make silly little videos to like, gain an
Yeah.
audience.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's like it's honestly, and TikTok is like not the best for people. Anyone who's
listening
like,
to music.
mentally, mental health wise, like not in the best spot. TikTok just like makes you tank in every
That's
single.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Like the more I'm on it, I'm just like I need to stop
Yeah.
watching TikTok.
It doesn't make me feel that great.
No.
It doesn't make me
Because
feel
you just
too
like
great.
you always spend more time than you wanted to every single time.
Uh-huh.
You're never
Yeah.
like I'm just gonna.
And that's what they're
watch for
designing it to
15
do.
minutes
Like
and
literally,
that's
they
it.
have pouring money into that.
I
People are
I had to
not
put
that
like a
great.
timer on mine, like a daily limit, like screen time.
That's
and
smart.
I like surpass it every day anyway.
Oh, bro.
I think
Just like
I think TikTok is a great. I think TikTok's like a great opportunity
Yeah.
for just any independent creator, but for artists, I think when we try to use it as a platform similar to like that of Instagram, yeah, sometimes artists can get caught up in it.
Well, because the
and it
real
isn't
important part of
necessarily as important as making music or something like
right,
that. You know?
yeah, exactly. Like, because the important part of that is like translating that fan base into actual listeners and fans on your Spotify.
Exactly.
And they're only going to stick around if, like you said, you have actual good music and you have chops. You know what I mean?
that really does.
Yeah, I'm
That
a
is what it comes
hybrid.
down to.
And it'll definitely hurt me if I, let's say, I'm a
Get good.
smaller creator and then I get that one video that goes viral, and then from
Bing
there, which I
bong.
see a lot, which I see a lot of, where
Yeah.
there's that one video
Yeah.
that goes viral, and then after that, the views, you might get like a couple 100,000 views on that one video. After that, you might get a couple hundred, you might get a couple thousand.
And then they get so frustrated.
That's
Which
that's what
I could
frustrates,
imagine.
Yeah, which is really really frustrating, especially because this happened to us where we had one video go viral, and then after that we had I would say tanking in our viewers, and it will spike a little bit and tank. So
Yeah.
the TikTok algorithm, you really can't predict it. It's really hard. what do you mean? I'm not showing to my chest on our TikTok, but it's, you know, it's just, I
My
don't know,
biggest
it's-
advice.
But knowing that it is
Go
an
ahead.
algorithm, it has to be predictable. Because it's written somewhere. So we just have to crack it.
Hot take.
Just a matter of figuring out the code.
You gotta crack the code
true.
to get on the TikTok, guys.
If we could
we're
hack
all on
into
the
the
quest.
mainframe, you're saying, basically?
Can I get some
Where did the
keyboard
code wolves,
taps?
man?
James Taylor, do you know how
Do you have
to hack into the mainframe, James Fredrick?
Oh, I took that from it's my middle name, and I just picked Fredrick because I like the sound of it.
all these other channels.
Right.
Nice.
I can dig it.
I just actually enjoy it.
So, James Fred, what's the biggest TikTok video you had on TikTok? You know, how has the algorithm treated you?
I've had one video get to just over 80,000 views, but and I've had some other ones to get over 10,000. But then, in terms of followers, I'm below 1,000 right now, so I'm really a bit frustrated about that.
I feel that I'm trying to
Yeah,
I want to do live.
I don't know what drives followers either. Rather, because the views are
Right.
more like what TikTok
Yeah.
sends people, but then to
I
make
guess
them
that's just the followers is how many people actually enjoy and want to see more of your
Yeah.
stuff. You know.
Why?
Right.
But you know, what are you gonna do? It's the grind. You know.
But there's so many people, you know, they might have just not found the right people yet.
Jay is chilling.
Just trust,
Right.
trust the algorithm. TikTok knows.
Yeah, the hashtags and the amount of times you post and all of that will
Yeah.
affect how many people like see
Exactly.
your stuff. And
Yeah,
that's how you
they
get followers.
they
you know?
punish and reward people
Right.
who don't post enough and do post enough. Or whatever.
It's
It's
100%
annoying
legit.
a little bit.
Authoritarian.
I judge Joe Rogan.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. James, do you sing at all?
Me? No, I'm not much of a singer at all. I
Gotcha.
used to sing when I was very young, but now that I'm older, I don't really. My voice changed from soprano to baritone, and I don't really sing much.
Oh wow! So
I feel like you'd be a good guitar player.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
Well, I haven't played an instrument in many years.
Oh, well, that's a good pastime.
You should start.
That's
You know, it's not. It doesn't take too much to get a computer and a DAW and start producing some midis and making some beats.
I wouldn't even say do anything that advanced. Just grab a keyboard and
Yeah, dude,
start hitting
that's
the
true.
keys, man.
For real.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just teach yourself.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's therapeutic, you know? It's fun.
Sometimes it is, yeah.
That's true. I forget about that sometimes.
Or you can do like
Why
we did. We
even-
just got a record player and freaking
Yeah.
Litty DJ.
hooked that bad boy
You
up.
spend so many times in the midis and the DAWs, you forget why you even enjoy music.
Dude, exactly.
You know,
You
it's
can't get
like-
lost in the midis.
Don't get lost in the
Yeah.
middies.
It's like music. All these computers.
We're like, okay, so
What-
with the pool.
That could be a nominee
The sound
for
bites
one
are
of the best
killing me.
drops.
Oh, we got some good sound drops. We have. We couldn't even put a number to it.
Well, they're actually literally hundreds, basically, at this point.
Literally.
Is it on like a little pad that you press or something, or
So-
is it all on like mouse?
Funny enough, I use Ableton for this. I just have a drum rack set up with all the sound bites on a little note on each pad for the drum rack.
Yeah.
and-
Wait, so when you said it's almost full, like of all like 8 octaves or whatever?
Yeah, so like all the
So it's like
spots
a-
that it has in the drum rack
Wow.
available, which is like four to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th power is.
No, it's not to the power. It's 4 times.
So he's got like pages of sound bites on like a
6.
launch pad right now. Is what I'm.
Well,
kinda
and
gathering.
I could use a launch pad. I have tried that before with my TR8, but I've just stuck with doing it with the mouse and clicking it because I can be really fast with that. You know what I mean? I can like scroll around when something comes up and I have
yeah,
it.
you don't have to remember. You don't have to
Exactly.
remember which
Oh, we're getting some
square.
BTS
Yeah.
stuff now.
And I'm like, I'm at this point. I know this is like that's actually a good idea to make like a how I do this video, but like
On the
freaking
Patreon.
I'm starting to like
Exactly.
I know
There
where
you go,
each
brother.
one is. You know what I mean?
Ooh, shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Give me Vlad.
Merry Christmas,
You want
Yeah, give me Vlad.
I have a question for James.
Okay.
If you were starting TikTok, like not even necessarily starting TikTok, but we're just trying to gain some kind of traction with it, like what would your top 3 recommendations be for a beginner? You know?
Advice wise.
Sure.
Well, I would see if there was there were brands that you could partner with, like whether that's jewelry or something else, and try to find a really distinctive look for yourself, and
You gotta stand out.
Originality.
and try to
Have beautiful hair.
well,
Probably helps.
try to use try to incorporate both your own talking voice and music too, and the music that you can put into it.
That's a good tip.
All right.
Like switch between
I like that.
the popular sounds and just your own stuff.
Yeah, keep them mixed
guessing.
up.
Spread it around
Keep
the
it
whole
guessing.
spread.
Yeah, man.
Well, I like those answers. I really do.
No,
Well, thanks.
It's inspirational. James, what's the project that you have, in your head, in the back of your mind that you've been wanting to, make a reality? Like a short film, or maybe like a fashion show, or maybe a piece of jewelry that you wanted to create, or a song. What's your expression? Besides your hair, of course.
It's still kind of a semi-secret, but I am actually working on a kind of a fashion show that I'm going to put on TikTok.
Is this a Apple District 2 exclusive? Are we breaking some news right now?
That sounds like it.
Oh shit!
Sort of, maybe, kind of. It's gonna be kind of a fashion show where, and it'll be set in Beverly Hills, and it may be a short series of videos, and it'll be very fashion orientated.
So how do you plan on going about that? Like, are you going to try to find some models, or are you designing stuff? Or are you going to be one of the models? Are you going to find designers?
I'm going to be the model, and it's going to be, and then that's basically all I can tell you. It's still
secret project.
Okay.
Secret
Well,
project.
You better follow
Under
quick.
wraps. Well, oh my gosh. Well,
I got him followed.
Yeah, we want to make it out there. We should try to make it out there and do a coverage of that.
Yeah, we'll come out to Cali.
Yeah,
that would be interesting.
Okay, sounds good.
I love it.
We could get the Cold Wolves pack out there. We could do a performance.
We got people.
A festival.
Apple District 2 collaboration.
One of the things about our group is it's a lot of guys up in the Bay. That's kind of like our
San Francisco,
most
you mean?
Centralized location, I guess, even though I'm all the way out here. Yeah, like out in Oakland, San Francisco area, San Jose.
Okay.
There's at least 10 of them. So, and then a few people who are in the kind of the LA area too.
Right.
Shout out Vinny Shoots, shout out TCB,
Vinny Shoots, TCB.
San Francisco people.
No.
But yeah, that'd be sick. Just a fashion show.
Okay, James, Fredrick, this is the ultimate question. Would you be interested in doing a feature on a track by Chad here, Litwick?
Oh shit! Putting me on the spot here. I'm there for it.
Such as what?
Wait, we can't hear you very well. You're a little muffled there.
So you're saying like the music track that I would do a video to it?
Well,
a song, yeah.
You would just, I guess, yeah, you could do a video, or you could just sing a little line, and then with producing magic, we can hack into the mainframe and stretch that and chop that into a song. You know what I mean? Make it sound really good, and then you can use that song for a video.
Oh, really? So
yeah, sure.
You really want to do that?
I mean, shoot, it could be a funny song, whatever you want to do, but yeah, we can make some content.
Yeah, dude, a whole album. I'm ready.
We can get Sunroom Stew on that too.
Exactly.
Sunroom Stew.
Dude.
Like one, we could probably do enough. Yeah.
I like it.
I think it'd be fun, man.
Yeah.
I think it'd always be fun.
Exactly.
I like
get your
working
name
with
out
people.
there with different.
Exactly.
It's
Gain
like-
some
it's
fans.
really
You're
just networking.
multifaceted. You got the fashion, and you got the music, and you
That's
got the
why
acting.
collabs are the best way to spread your
That's
name.
true,
because
because
two groups combine.
Well, you benefit from each other's audience,
Yeah,
so it's across.
Exactly. It's like connecting two webs.
I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're geniuses.
Well, yeah, Chad. We have some.
I do.
We'll start. Chad and I will start working on some beats, and
have
then
to.
yeah, and then James, any idea, just general idea what you want to make a song about, just let us know, and then just sing. You can just sing anything into your phone and send it to us, and we'll fit it into a song. Don't you worry about it.
Or what are some of your what's like your favorite song? Like, what are some of your top
It's true, yeah.
picks? You know,
Like, well, an idea that I have about that would be I would be singing something about and it would be like for a dance song. And it would be
Wait, James, you're kind of quiet. Are you get closer to your mic or something? You're a little quiet. Sorry.
Okay, sorry about
There
that.
you go.
That's
there you go.
It would be something where I would do a really some sort of song where we'd it would be a dance track. What?
Like an upbeat song. Did he just cut out?
Sorry about that. Sorry about that, guys. Are you there?
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
here.
we're
We're here.
Okay, so it would be a soundtrack where we would it would be a real beat, and it would be for a dance track, and I would be doing,
Nice.
do something
Okay.
where it would be for a nightclub.
Something
Yeah.
high, like high fat, high
yeah.
high
Like Boots and
class
Cats.
electric boots and cats,
I
high
like where
class
mine's at.
electronic.
Have you ever heard
music.
of like Daft Punk?
I haven't exactly heard of that. No.
You never heard of Daft Punk? I bet you'd like it though, just
Yeah.
based on your idea.
Yeah, no,
You know,
James,
it's kind
we
of
know
like the
exactly
floor.
what you're talking about, and we got you, man. Okay, we're gonna make
Upbeat.
something.
I like
We're gonna
that.
make something special.
Okay. And so you're saying just sing something and come up with something and then send it to you?
Yes.
Well, we'll
uh-huh.
have the beat probably.
Yeah,
right?
we-
Oh, okay. You'll have a beat.
Okay, yeah, and then
But even if you can sing anything into your phone, and we can fit that into any beat, like just if you're inspired.
Facts.
we'll finish the song, and
Okay.
then it'll be released. Then you can
Just like
make your
write
own
a few
video
lines, like a
about it,
verse
too.
and a chorus, like a few lines, just like something like that. you know?
Whatever you're feeling.
Okay.
I can dig
I
it.
like this. It's
Yeah,
fun.
this is gonna be the collab
This
of
is
the
networking.
century.
This is literally networking at its finest.
This is gonna be this is what
Oh,
2020.
Cameron's already making it.
Yeah, here we go. We're gonna get a little
Sorry.
taste of this. This is
Yeah,
what.
let's
Yeah,
get
we
some
can-
sound ideas.
It's like when you get a
start
tailor-
working
You
on
get a
it, yeah.
tailored suit, and they like show you all the fabrics, and you pick it out. We'll do the same thing with like the
Beats.
beats and the
Because
the
we're here
pads
to
and the drums.
something like this.
Here- that's very like
That could work.
That could work. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Here, I'll find
That's
something
a worldwide.
more.
That's
Kinda
a
like-
worldwide drum loop right there.
Let's find something more, like dancey, like
On the
A
floor,
little techie,
yeah,
maybe.
exactly right.
some like classic hi hats.
some like 606 core stuff.
Oh yeah. Yep.
That's it.
That's it. Word. Boom. There you go.
All right. So next we
Okay.
have chords.
Oh man, we're gonna need like
Use
chords,
the-
a bass line.
loop.
I got you.
I'm thinking like a real gritty like
Sub.
bass line, like
Dub,
something
bro. Here we
gritty.
There you go.
And have you guys heard of the club song Meme? I think it's called Memes Are Life.
Memes are live.
No, you guys try to find that. I'm gonna keep working this
Memes
song.
are life.
And then I'll
I got
can
you
send that
guys.
to you too. And that and it would be something. So we're not copying it, but it could
right. Inspired.
would be
Memes
inspired by
are live.
Who's that?
Memes
song
are
by?
life. Like life. Okay. All right. Where is this song? Like
I can. What I will do is I will look it up, Chad, and then I'll DM it to you. But that one
Okay,
could
thank
be
you, yeah.
good inspiration, I think.
yeah, because I just YouTubed it and I couldn't find it. I tried to type in memes our life song.
You know who it's by?
Yeah.
So, guys, I really gotta go. We've direct messaged with you, Chad, and I'll be in touch with you. And
Awesome.
let's do this, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That sounds
sounds like a
great.
Yeah.
fun
Cam's getting
project.
started on it now.
You got it. Thanks for joining us. We really appreciate
Thank
it. You have a
you.
great holidays. Take
Nice to
care.
meet
You
you,
have
James.
happy holidays.
All
Happy
right.
holidays.
Have a good one.
Bye bye.
All right.
Peace
Bye-bye.
out.
Well, that was great.
He was a fun guy. I really enjoyed
That's
that.
gonna be a dope song.
We need to
That
make a
thing's
song.
gonna slap.
If that song, and then he makes a video to that. So,
Are
like,
y'all
that's
gonna
gonna
be-
be that is
Well,
fire.
Okay, so this is to Cameron and Chad. Are gonna
Bro.
be pissed when this is the song that blows y'all the fuck up?
No, yeah, it's gonna be
Of
like
all the stuff. This
it's gonna
is
be
the
that one moment
That's true.
in our
Dude,
careers
claim to
that we
fame.
can't escape from.
exactly. We'll never. This will be our legacy.
And you get
Dude,
to-
that's
you get
fine.
to share
That's
with it.
okay.
That's
That's what I
freaking
want.
Dude,
That's okay.
It'll be a fantastic start to the industry, you know? Like,
Exactly.
whatever you.
For real.
I feel like it would honestly be an amazing video just to see.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about that.
Like as
that'd
like
be
a
very fun to
documentary type
watch.
deal.
Especially if he wants to do it too. Like I really think that's.
I mean,
cool.
he seems
not-
he's game. I mean, and that would be a great
You
progression.
kinda,
You know?
yeah, you need that like entrepreneurial drive
Yeah.
as an actor to just like, yeah, I'll do
Exactly.
it. You know, you just
That
do
fearlessness.
You do stuff.
Right.
You know? Why not? I'm here to do stuff.
Well, we haven't gotten to this yet, but this is basically the last thing we need to do today is do our nominations for each thing. Chad, I don't know if you know this, but we're doing an award show on Monday called the Juicies for our best and favorite moments throughout this past year.
All right.
And so we're gonna nominate each one for each nominate what we think of.
Sounds like the Dundies a little bit.
A little bit. It's Dundee-esque for sure.
I got it.
Or the Oscars, or
Well, yeah, if Tate will be here if it's the Oscars. You know him.
That's
Basically,
true.
whatever they did that from.
It is going to be officially hosted by celebrity Tate Fowler and future lawyer.
Future film lawyer or whatever he decides to go. Film.
he's gonna sue movies.
Film extraordinaire.
He's going to sue movies. He's going to handle YouTube DMCA claims and stuff. Anyway, so okay, guys. All right.
Proceed.
Each one of us. Let's just bang it out because what off the top of our head.
Yeah.
Best sound drop.
Yeah. So best sound drop. What do you guys think?
Podcast, bitch.
Podcast, bitch.
I gotta say, all these bitches trying to throw some pussy.
Oh man.
What about you, Cam?
I'll just go with the Gary V. You know.
Okay, we got Gary V. There you go.
Gary V.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna have to say, the apple juice for two.
Apple juice for two.
Okay.
That one is so
Wait,
old.
do you have all the ones on?
Yeah.
doc
So
that
we
we
got.
said?
Apple juice for two.
Okay.
Podcast, bitch.
Oh, it's a
And
good
what was the
one.
other one, Brevin?
Oh, these bitches trying to throw
Oh,
some pussy.
yeah. 1 sec. That one's further down.
And we have like editions of that one too, with like
And all the bitches trying to throw some pussy.
the raw. Is
that was
so
honestly
good.
pretty good. Like
The little voice crack.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah,
It's perfect.
that detail is just okay. So
It's
we have those are the
inescapable.
nominations. That's a strong contender, but it's also great competition. We'll have to find out next Monday who wins. All right.
All
Stay
right.
tuned.
Next
Awesome.
Next up is the best man on the street moment. Now this is separate from what we just because all those that were just nominated were man on the street moments, but those are the sound bites from each moment. So, like in general, which interaction, Isaiah? You know what I mean?
Cleveland
And Brevin.
woman, dude.
Cleveland woman.
MILF talk. Like I never been hit on.
It's just
a woman.
horny.
No, I'm not. I've never been hit on a woman that old in my life. She was 43. I was like 22 at the time. I was a spry young man.
It was a while ago.
I was
That
not
would
at
be-
the
This
same.
past
mental-
summer.
I just turned 23 last Friday. I'm a man now. I'm ready for her.
I'm ready for.
For 22
Wait, so
year old.
Isaiah, if is that the one clip that we got a lot of views on?
Viral.
Yeah.
You want to know why? Because my black eyes was looking sexy in that shit.
Whoa.
Whoa, man, just get Isaiah.
It's because you were in a
Assistant,
suit.
Come
You were
on,
wearing
bro.
a suit.
Yeah, I was in a suit, and she said she wanted to pop my collar, pop my buttoned collar over my suit collar. I'm like, this is not the 70s. Like, this is not it.
Yeah, that she did kind of mess your shit up.
She messed my shit up, and I fixed it.
She was reminiscing about a past experience.
Yeah,
I think
she dealt with another
think so.
black man with a thick beard at the time and a big
Who
afro.
had a pop collar.
Yeah.
Pop collar.
Yeah. But I wasn't that guy, Bell. Was not that
Was
I was
not-
not
you're
that
not
guy,
that guy.
Bell. Not that guy.
No.
What about you, Brev?
My nomination for the best man on the street moment has to be when Cameron almost got in a fight.
Oh,
Oh, okay. That's
Like,
I forgot about that.
The whole thing is so because my experience, I don't even know what's going on.
Yeah.
I was interviewing a lady and it was being recorded. Meanwhile, this dude is like trying to get in our shit. I don't know why. Like he was
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
my guess is like he was jealous that we were doing that and he wasn't, and he
Yeah.
like wanted it. He was like, ugh. So then he was like trying to make the argument that he had a right to use our camera because it's free media or something like that.
It was,
It made absolutely no sense. He was wasted.
And like Liddy Cameron's like,
Yeah, he
shut
sounded
up.
Yeah, and then Cameron was just like, "Get away." And,
might get
you know,
to
you have to scale it up. People don't listen. So he was like, "Dude, back off." And that dude did not like it, and he was like, "Oh, what? You gonna do something?" We're just like,
and then he
fuck
somehow involved me. He's like, "Yeah, your friends know what's up because you
Yeah,
stopped talking." I was
exactly,
like,
yeah,
hey,
he
all
pulled
right.
it.
I'm like, hey,
It's like that's
I
no,
was
that's
like,
not what's happening here.
this is not what I'm
We're just letting you be an idiot before we beat the shit out of you. We have to.
Because if I'm telling you, if everyone saw us fucking pounding on that guy, Brevin
Well,
would have been
awesome. Dude,
Brevin would've been like,
Brevin
Brevin would've
is
been
this
like-
close.
Because when I
too.
turned around and realized it was happening, they were like both yelling at each other, and I know Cam, and when he's like that angry, like it's not just gonna stop. So they're either gonna start fighting or we gotta break it up.
If
So
we're gonna about it.
Isaiah and I broke it up.
Hey, baby. Yeah, I
Because
was,
it's just that's just more of a hassle.
I
You know, like, there's
somehow,
cops
like-
everywhere.
Yeah.
I somehow handled that situation better than I really thought I would have because I was just kind of like
I guess
just
that dude
didn't-
was,
I
it was
didn't
kind
I
of
didn't
funny
say shit.
and like he's just an idiot. It wasn't
Yeah.
anything to really be mad about. I mean, it was because he was getting in our space, but
Yeah,
we
that was our
just told
second
him to
man on the
fuck
street
off.
too.
But
If
you
that
could
was like
tell
our
that he
sixth
was
one,
like,
seventh one, then I would have been like, I know what to expect now. I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you. But I'm sorry, what were you
he was
saying?
just he was just like a drunken idiot. Sounds like
Yeah.
trying to
Yes,
get
he
you
was.
away.
Totally.
Yes.
Scuzz rag.
Yeah.
What a great
Dude.
moment.
We did get one of the best
Yeah.
moments. I was just with you.
Was that from that?
That's from wasn't I thought you told me it was, and I thought it was from something else. I thought it was from the toothbrush.
I think this is I'm sorry. Wait, one sec. I think 1 sec. From that we got
chicken.
Or
I don't really.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, where do I have those?
I don't really.
Oh,
The sound bites are brilliant. I didn't know they
That's
were
when
from Yell's
She
encounters.
was saying that while the guy was
exactly. Yeah. No, thank you for saying that, Chad. Yeah, those man of the street things we do. You know, there's sound bites.
Yeah.
Abound.
we are going.
I think that's super creative and cool.
Thanks,
we're
man.
gonna try
Go
to
ahead.
ramp it up a little more.
This coming year.
And yeah, like nail down
Yeah,
some.
that's brilliant. Honestly,
bits.
I don't think I've heard too many people do that. I haven't really seen that idea been played out yet. So I
It's 100%
really
legit.
think that's a dope one.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's fucking valid.
Good to hear. That'll keep us going.
It does keep us going.
That's
That'll
true.
get us
Yeah,
out
you
for
know.
like 3 more times.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, do the
That I
chat.
said, what?
I honestly didn't know what to expect when I came on here. I just sort of was like, yeah, it seems dope. I like podcasts. I know I've done a few before, but this is a pretty serious one. It has a lot of quality to it, and I really
Aw,
appreciate you
thank
guys just letting me on. You know,
I
Of course.
appreciate it.
Yeah, we love
Literally
guests. We've-
anytime.
we've
Those
got-
compliments, dude. Those
we've
are high
gotten-
marks. You know.
Yeah, we've gotten more into having
I
guests
just-
on, and it's a lot of fun.
I call it how I see it. You
Yeah,
know?
that's the other thing. Yeah, we having guests be a part of the show is such a huge thing. It keeps it so dynamic and
also our next
interesting. You know, it's like 'cause
topic.
who really wants to
Our
hear
next-
us three talk all the time? You know.
It gets old. I mean, it keeps things fresh. I mean, I think
Yeah.
bringing on just different people trying different things, it gives them a platform to sort of share what their ideas and what their goals are. And
I mean, for
helps you
people
guys
like
out
James
too,
Fredrick.
so.
I mean, how else are you gonna meet people like James Fredrick and Ray on bass
Yeah,
and Will Double
that's
F?
TikTok.
And the guy from oh my god, I always forget it. Oh my god, from Michigan. Oh my god,
Oh,
Greenwood District Studios.
Umari.
Yeah, that was
Amari.
that was my favorite one, just because this man.
Okay,
really,
well, okay, so transition.
Okay.
Next up, which,
That's a great. Wait. My
Chad,
my favorite
yes.
man on the street
Oh,
moment
right,
is
right.
New Jersey Girl.
oh,
yeah,
oh,
for
yeah,
let's let him do his.
yeah, sorry.
What was New Jersey Girl?
Oh,
like? What
dude.
was that school?
we don't want to get
college.
Here,
Don't get started too
I'll
much.
send you the link. This is
That's fair enough. That's fair enough.
this
I'll check it out.
gorgeous person that we
She ended up interviewing Cameron.
yeah she
Yeah.
I might have seen it. I don't know.
and she was just it was just not the right time.
I think you didn't realize
I didn't.
as much was
Nobody-
going on. I
nobody.
was watching it. I was like, oh, dude, Cameron should totally get this girl's number. Like, she's totally
That's-
into him.
Chad, I can't
It totally happened.
explain.
And then
I cannot. Like,
it just didn't.
this has
a
happened
missed opportunity.
several times.
Yeah.
Several. All of us have had missed
Yeah.
opportunities, and it goes right over our head because we'll look back
I
at
mean,
it.
yeah,
and we're
okay,
just like,
also,
oh my god.
to further, that was the night we were asking the question, what was your biggest hoe phase moment?
Mhm.
And then she asked him that, and he was like, I'm in it right now. And she's like, okay.
Yeah.
But it was really when I said I'm 22. She was like,
Oh, yeah. Like,
Damn.
okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's really funny that like going back and watching like the play-by-play, like
uh-huh.
damn, like
Yeah. Trust me,
Beware.
dude.
Because
it's-
when you're in it, it's like kind of adrenaline. Like you're talking to strangers and you're like, this is
Of course.
uncomfortable.
Kind of in
but
character almost.
yeah.
Exactly.
I had
totally.
butterflies before coming on Zoom with y'all.
Yeah, no,
I know
feel
you're
it,
good.
exactly,
You're
yeah.
good.
And
but it's
same
just
thing.
normal, human.
Yeah.
Exactly.
feeling.
And that's what I
you're
I
being
love getting
recorded.
out of that. You know what I mean? And then making something because that's what it's entertaining. It's show business, baby.
I had a woman
takes
call me
practice.
literally
Exactly.
perfect, and I was too scared to even get her
Wait, for
number.
real?
Which is kind
So,
of
no, don't even try. it.
Isaiah,
But-
how is that not your favorite?
Dude,
moment?
I
Oh
really
my gosh.
the way she literally looked at me after the fact when I looked, I'm like, oh my god!
Oh
like, it
my-
was-
It hit you so fast.
yeah, but I was just like the anxiety was just like, can you please go, mommy? Can you pick me up from the mail street now, please? I don't want to do this anymore. Yeah, it was. But yeah, looking back, I would have been, you know what I'm saying? I would have.
Okay, so best podcast guest.
Amari on, man.
This is a
So
tough
you got
one.
Amari. Brevin, what's your best podcast guest?
I don't know. I
You
do
know,
feel a
the
little
Dark
spot
Toilet.
because we have one of our potential nominees
yeah.
on air.
I appreciate that, Brevin.
You're definitely up there.
Of course. No, it's
Um,
true.
That's
We're
awesome.
like, okay, so with a
I might-
bowl?
I might have to go a little bit less. I kind of love that kid.
Dude, so you got Will Double S
If
and
you haven't, okay, look, Will Double S on TikTok.
yeah, Will
Will
Double S on
Double S.
TikTok, and he
Just
will.
very authentic.
He is authentic. He is true to his core, and he doesn't accept misogyny on his page.
No.
He stands up
That's
for what's
good.
right.
That's great.
You know, and through adversity, he pushes through, and he is genuine. He's probably gonna be here on Monday to compete because Brevin,
I mean,
it was
he's got my
stiff
nomination.
competition
Yeah.
for me between Will Double S and Ray on bass. For me, it's got to be Ray on bass. I mean, Shelter.
Will Double S music? That's him on.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
It's
All right.
all spelled out.
And then you watch.
I got it.
Yeah.
Like DOUBLE.
Watch the
I'll
interview.
check him out.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, I
but
definitely will.
also check out Ray on bass. That's my nomination.
Another just very authentic music.
So authentic but
Nothing
dynamic
left
too. You know, he's got a lot going on. His music, he's got
True.
he's prolific, a wide body of a discography. You know what I mean? And it's all it's stuff from a little bit from here, a little bit from there. It's all great, and it inspires me, frankly.
They remind me of like, not because they're childish, but like children's books where it's like a children's book is like it's all the one thing like from start to finish, and it's like it's
I
all
can do good. I'm a good
you got
boy.
the whole plot and the backstory and everything all wrapped up in one
Right, you got
thing.
plot
Like,
and
each
backstory.
song is like a different book with like a totally different story
exactly,
and like
it's a whole
themes
world,
and sounds,
whole own world.
Yeah, there's
We're
not
trying to
like
see some
a-
tits, baby.
it's not like
Are these artists? Excuse me. Sorry.
No,
you're
Are
fine,
these
you're fine.
artists? Are they mostly like local to you guys? Or are they
No,
from all over?
they're all
No.
over the
They're all
U.S.
over.
We're just
That's-
they're people
that's
that we
awesome.
find on TikTok and stuff. you
yeah,
know?
all TikTok.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's worth checking out, especially with the mission that I'm doing. You know.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate
So-
that. Okay, so those are the nominees for Best Podcast Guest. And now we have Best Podcast Moment. And this is just, broad. Anything that's happened on any of the episodes, guys.
Excluding episode 38.
Oh, of course. No, this is making
This is
it
the
in right
best.
under the wire.
Honestly, it's gonna be super cliche, but I'd say my best, or at least my
You
favorite.
can say the first one.
Yeah, I
As
was
you
gonna
can
say,
tell.
yeah,
Oh
I really
my
am.
God.
No, just because like the set has changed.
Wait, what'd you say, Isaiah?
The first one.
First one.
The set has changed so
Freaking
much.
way.
That's true.
Like I was on
Like
like
a
a fucking
circular
mic
table.
stand, and you actually had the little clamp. It was so
arm.
awkward initially, and now it looks so much fucking better. But I remember like being so nervous for the episode, and I remember for the first few episodes we would prepare so much, and I would try so hard to rely on like articles and like little notes that it seemed to the point where I'm literally reading as opposed to actually kind of having my thoughts beforehand. But like I feel like we know so much. I God damn it, the fucking music.
Sorry, yeah.
I do. I think I feel so much more comfortable. Film
dude.
or just like talking now as opposed to
Oh, yeah.
initially when we first started, because it was like I'm gonna share my notes here together because if I don't get my article,
it's really bad.
See, what I did is I wrote some stuff down,
Nice.
but I haven't been looking at it or reading it. But it was just to
seems
kind
so
of
much
like
more
get my.
organic.
But
Yeah,
just like when
just
you
got
have
my
something written
ideas
down,
out.
it just like tethers you.
Back up.
it does. It does.
Yeah.
It's why all the talk shows have those little cards.
Exactly.
Indeed.
The
It's a
Jimmy
school
Fallon's.
habit. I haven't looked at it once since we started,
Exactly.
but
'Cause
like
you're
it
a
just
pro,
helped
you don't
me
need
kind of gather my thoughts. You know?
Exactly. You are a pro.
We just dish.
Thank you.
We just rap. You know?
Y'all are pros too.
We just
I mean,
shit.
y'all are. I could see this podcast being fucking mainstream. Honestly.
Thank you.
Damn, that made me.
Yeah,
If y'all work hard enough, that's
Yeah, in
really
addition
good.
to
work
we kind of want to like wrap down on the social comment or like
People are
pop
not that
culture.
brave.
Mhm.
I don't
What's
know.
a hot? I mean, shit. I'll go there with you. What do you got?
We don't want to do the we don't,
Yeah, we're probably almost
try to keep
wrapped
it
up
away
for
from
this
politics and stuff and more.
Yeah,
like
not
fun
necessarily political, but
Save
just
my
like
career. I like
stuff
it.
that's going on today.
Yeah. Like the best
whether
example
it
is the
be,
Travis Scott
like
situation.
all
Hollywood or
pop
music
culture,
or-
entertainment stuff, music.
I got one for
movies.
you. Have y'all seen the new Spider-Man movie?
Nah.
No.
You heard about it?
I've seen it.
I'm actually kind of anti-Marvel.
You seen it, Isaiah?
Yeah, I've seen it. It's great.
I
I
saw
hear
it
it's
last
great.
night.
Yeah, I'll
That's
see
a
it
take
soon.
though I can
Whatever.
have though.
I'll wait till it's on
Tenfold.
DVD.
Wait till it's streaming so you don't have to pay for shit.
Do they even make DVDs of things anymore?
It's all Blu-ray.
They might.
Yeah, not Blu-ray.
It's
DVD.
barely any standard definition. It's all
Digital
Blu-ray.
video device. Disc, not device.
So we won't spoil anything, but Isaiah, what would you give the Spider-Man
10 out
No
of
Way
10.
Home
10
out of 10?
10 out
You
of
give
10.
it a 10 out of 10?
It's pretty fucking good.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Oh, you didn't
I give
like it?
I'm not gonna be like a fanboy. I'm gonna give it like a 7.5
Roast
out
it.
of 10.
Absolutely
Just
destroy
because
it.
Play it cool.
Give a good take.
Just because I think that like it ain't giving me the same effect as those old movies from like 2002, 2000.
Exactly.
Like,
Dude, no one's gonna beat Tobey Maguire and
nobody.
William Dafoe as the Green
also
Goblin.
Sam
It's not-
Raimi is
forget
so
it.
weird.
It's not even that. It's not. It's just like the directing choices.
Yeah.
It felt like the
Interesting.
supporting cast, like these random characters, felt like they were just a part of the city and stuff.
Mhm.
Now I just feel so disconnected from it. I might as well just be playing on the PS4 the whole movie.
Wow.
You know,
I feel that.
That's how I feel.
Isaiah,
about
what's
it,
your response
honestly.
to that? How do you?
Well, I can see
Not
where you got
watching a
from that,
movie.
but I just kind of like how they incorporated a little bit of pop culture, especially with some of the memes they had.
Oh,
I don't want to say any.
What,
of the
like
memes.
Heinz ketchup ads?
What? No.
Because Marvel does all these like sponsors and
Oh no,
product
no.
placements.
Michael Bay is the product placement
Does
guru.
Spider-Man go, sheesh?
No,
Yeah.
gross. That would have been disgusting.
They had TikTok in the movie for sure. They had TikTok in the
That's
movie.
see to me that's like super lame and cringy. Like
I was just kind of
no,
blown
it
away.
It needs note of that because that only dates it.
I was honestly just blown away
In
by
6
William
months, you're gonna
Dafoe's
watch it and be like,
performance.
oh, this is so old.
Yeah.
And just some of the one-liners
It's just
still
Spider-Man.
gimmicky and just
Oh
Yeah.
no, I'm not into that.
just-
Too- yeah.
I can see where
I
I like the gimmicky. You didn't like the. I like the gimmicky. I like the little
Yeah.
little
But
pop
it's-
cover. I
the
thought
new
it was funny.
the new Marvel movies are like it's that same formula every time. Ever since the new Avengers movie,
Yeah,
been like
it's very
this,
memey.
like comic
It's,
relief.
The only one that's
Yeah.
different is Ragnarok though, because that's like
It's
actually
all
good
so
comedy.
Disney Channel now. You know what I mean?
Disney
If
Literally.
I'm not crying,
Marvel.
if I'm not crying by the end of Spider-Man, it wasn't the best Spider-Man because I've
Damn.
cried
Dude,
from the first
dude,
two.
literally,
you know,
I cried
as a
Spider-Man
kid.
3 when Harry
It's a
dies,
great movie.
and like him and Peter like make up and they're like friends.
Dude, he made
Like,
him spit out
dude,
his beer.
Oh really? There you go. It's nice.
and they have to defeat
Best
Sandman
sound drop of
together.
the year, right there.
Sandman.
Sorry.
Like I said, no. I just thought that William
Like-
Dafoe had a great performance in that movie.
Oh, that too.
of
course.
And,
Oh,
in the
dude,
first one,
absolutely.
and Home, No Way Home.
Unbelievable.
And like I said, like that's my Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire,
I'm not gonna
Andrew
knock
Garfield,
this
whatever, Tom
Movie
Holland,
more
whatever.
than I already have.
But I wanted.
I
would say-
love the movie.
I'd say
But
my
I didn't.
favorite Spider-Man moment out of all the Spider-Man movies was when Tobey Maguire Spider-Man with the metro with the subway scene, because that just and then how just like the New York, everybody associates New York to being kind of like douchey, but it's like we won't do anybody Spider-Man. You got secret safe for me. You're good.
That's
Hey,
the real New
He's
York.
just a kid. Like it's just
And
like
they all carry him.
So
in
you
the
just
subway,
like how
yeah.
they humanize New Yorkers.
yeah
Exactly. They have like the city feels alive.
Yeah.
And the new one, it's just like completely focused on these, characters.
Dude, J. Jonah Jameson, like perfect. He was so good.
It's like
I
Alex,
love when
Alex Jones.
when the Green Goblin captures him and he's like, "Who's the kid who gives you the pictures?" And he doesn't rat him out. The guy who's always mad and yelling at Peter Parker, he actually cares about him. He's like, I don't know. He just
You
sends him
have
in the mail.
empathy.
You know, like he's a good man.
He's a businessman.
Journalist
Yeah.
source confidentiality is something protected by the Constitution. And
Yeah, he
precedent.
stands
That's
up
true.
for
That's
that.
true.
I
Dude,
mean,
it's
the
fucking
Green
true. You wanna
Goblin
fight?
doesn't
I'll
care
fucking
about
fight you.
that.
It's
You could
100%
just kill him
legit.
anyway. Well, okay, Cameron, what was your favorite moment? You gotta finish the nominees.
In the podcast,
Yeah.
it will have to be hands down. This is not even a question for me. This is an easy answer, and I think it's gonna sweep.
I'm ready.
But is when we all climaxed together with singing the fucking Miley Cyrus song.
It's the
the climb. The climb.
my
Yeah.
God.
Not what you were thinking.
That sounds a little sus. Why? That
I love climax.
Okay, so here's a story, chat. We were doing karaoke, like singing songs and stuff, and someone at the beginning of the episode was like brought up Miley Cyrus or like, because she was talking. The story that we talked about that day was the baby when he got canceled
Canceled.
for
Oh, yeah,
the
and-
gay shit that he was saying.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
No,
And
he
Miley
didn't get canceled because he said something gay.
he homophobic stuff,
It's kind of-
which is gay.
they canceled him for
I remember that. Yes.
And so Miley Cyrus was dipping her toes in the whole situation, whatever. So we were talking about her. Anyway, at the end, we were doing these karaoke's, and so we brought up doing the climb. and that's how we ended the show. And it was like, it's an inspirational song. We
Yeah.
crescendoed on it.
Yeah.
The guys were just belting, and the camera. I was like, fading in
The
and out.
auto-tune was auto-tune.
The auto tunes. It was just like.
You had auto-tune on?
Oh, yeah.
my.
Oh, dude.
It's on our
It's
Instagram.
full production.
it's on one of the highlights on the YouTube and the Instagram and whatever. But
That sounds freaking funny.
it was like that moment when the band's like, man, it was just like that. We all fucking hit it, bro. And we just like transcended. It was like all just came together, and I was like, wow.
That it does remind me, I think, which is my favorite moment. Which, speaking of
That's
autotune, when we were remixing with the record
really?
player,
That's
the
true.
Sweet Baby Ray's remix.
Oh my god.
Such a jam.
We have just supplying.
Bro, that's a great
Yes.
nomination.
Chat,
I love
we
that.
remixed the clip of Mark Zuckerberg streaming on Facebook with his boys in the
Smoked
barbecue
meats.
Yeah.
and his Sweet Baby Rays. So we are now applying the Sweet Baby.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
The Sweet Baby
Yep.
Ray.
I want to hear that shit too, man.
dude, it's a jam.
It's a gym.
That's one of the recent clips for sure.
Yeah.
But
That
that
sounds
was
might
a
be my
great
favorite
moment.
moment.
That was a great one, Brevin. I did not
We
even
were
think about
jamming.
that. We were, dude. We got into it with that.
Yeah.
It was like the Grateful Dead.
You want to
Serious.
jam cast?
But anyway, so okay, those are the official nominations for the 2021 Apple Juice for Two Juicies Awards.
Send in your votes on Google.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I think we'll just have a judge, or maybe we'll try to open it up live.
You just trust us that
Just
they
trust
won.
us. Yeah, we'll all deliberate.
If you disagree, you can let us know. If you think something else should have been nominated that wasn't, let us know.
Exactly. Well, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yes, Merry Christmas.
We'll see you in the new year, or before the new year. We'll see you before. But happy holidays. And take
Happy
care, everybody.
holidays.
Thank you for joining us, Chad. Thank you so much, and for all the kind words.
Jinx. Now y'all both of me sodas.
Much love. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man.
See you guys soon, hopefully.
We'll start collabing on that James Fredrick
Yes. We got to.
debut. Hell yeah, man.
Thank you guys.
Merry Christmas, dude. Take
Happy
care.
holidays from Atlanta.
Merry Christmas.
Peace.
Later, peeps. Merry Christmas to y'all. And enjoy your time.
Okay, Santa, first of all, I want to say you've been fucking crushing it this year.
Merry Christmas to everybody.
Open mouth, Jack Frost nipping at your balls. Merry Christmas.